Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am so glad to have all of you here. Welcome. We got a good topic tonight, which every night so far has been a pretty good topic. Some topics are way better than others, as it has been shown, and some they all good. We just gonna put it there. They all good, okay? But before I begin the hot topics, y'all, let me go over a few things before I begin. The first thing is I want to say welcome. Everyone is welcome. Everyone has a voice here. Everybody do. So come, comment on the topic. As long as you're respectful, we won't have any problems. If you get disrespectful, start calling names, we'll have to move you to the side. And hey, CJ, welcome. We'll have to move you to the side for a little break to get yourself together, okay? But we welcome everybody. Everybody has a voice. Everybody matters. Everybody matters. No matter what, you matter, I matter, we matter as a whole. Also, if you're new and you like the channel, go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and subscribe, like, share, and comment. Also, there are 3 ways that you can help the channel to grow. Well, actually 4 ways. You can help the channel to grow. The first way being when we're on live, if you would double tap the screen, because that gets the likes up, and that way it helps the channel to grow because it brings more people in. So when you're on live, double tap the screen while we're having an amazing conversation. Also, another way to support the channel is to share the live. Share the live with the little arrow at the bottom. If you will click that and share the live, that would help the channel as well because it'll bring more people into the conversation. Because the more, the merrier. The more the merry. Guess what? Because we're here to help each other. The third way to help the channel is for you to go over and watch some of the videos. Watch some of the videos, like, share, and comment on them. There is a variety of videos. I mean, a variety. It's cooking, it's cleaning, it's outfits, it's outside. It's so many. It's like, it's a lot. It's like 2,000 some videos total. It might be about 3,000 videos between long form and short form. So go over there and check them out, y'all. And then the last way that you can support the channel is, guess what? We are we now have access to Super Chat. We now have access to Super Chat. Yes. So guess what? You can now donate to the channel. That way, with our participation, we can help the channel grow. With participation, with you, and any amount will do. It does not matter the amount for the Super Chat. Any amount will do, and you're welcome to it. So, y'all, I think that's it. So let's get into Cyber Monday. That is the topic of today, Cyber Monday. So let me get my glasses because I can't see. So give me a moment. But yeah, so go ahead, y'all, while I'm getting this and start tapping the screen. Tap the hearts for the hearts, y'all. Tap the screen, please. Double tap the screen. Please double tap. And we're going to get started. Double tap, please, y'all. Double tap the screen for the hearts. Yep. And y'all go ahead and press the share button, please. Press the share button so we can have more people to come into the live. Please go ahead and press the share button as well, y'all. Hold on, let me bring this down a little bit. Ooh. Okay, y'all. So we ready? Okay, today's topic, and for those of you that are new here, we have hot topics every single day. Every day, and the topics range from something political, something, they just range from all different types. of topics. So tonight's topic is Cyber Monday. Let's talk about Cyber Monday. Let's talk about Cyber Monday, y'all. Cyber Monday, I just looked it up. Can y'all just imagine how much money they're expected just this one day to make? This one day, on Cyber Monday. Can you just, without Google, can you just take a wild guess? Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Just a wild guess. Don't use Google, please. Just a wild guess. Just like off top of your head. What do you think just this one day they're going to make for Cyber Monday? Just this one day. One Monday. Put it in the chat, y'all. Because we're about to talk about this. Because what y'all think it is? Put it in the chat. Just the estimation. Just the estimation of what y'all think that it could be. That the amount could be. That, what do y'all think? So y'all, it is, hold on one second, y'all, let me, okay. So yeah, so we want everyone to come in and participate into the chat, but also make sure that you are respectful. You're not saying anything disrespectful or anything of that nature in the chat, because you will go in timeout. And then you're going to have to wait to come back. Hey, Quinn, you're going to have to wait to come back. Okay? So, our topic for tonight. I'm excited about this topic because we were talking about, hey, Kitty. We were talking about debt, I think last night, a credit card debt or something, I don't know. Something like that we were talking about on the live last night. So I was going to do something else, and then I was like, oh, you know what? Let's talk about this Cyber Monday. So I looked up. Just take a wild guess how much you think. How much you think. Don't look it up, y'all. How much you think they're going to make today. Just the estimate. Without looking it up. How much y'all think they're projected to make just today? Just today. How much you think? Just today, y'all. How much y'all think they projected to make? Don't Google. Okay. It's in the billion, but that's not the right number though. It's wild. It's wild. You're not that far out though. $13 billion one day, today. Is that not wild, y'all? That is so wild. So we're going to talk about that. So can y'all guess, just take a rough guess, what they made last year? Just a rough guess. What was how much they made last year on Cyber Monday? Don't Google, just guess. Just take a wild guess of last year, what they made. Don't Google, y'all. Just put it in the chat. Whatever you think, just put it in the chat from last year. We talking about last year numbers. Come on, y'all. What you think from last year? What last year numbers look like? Okay. You said 14 and 15. It was 12.1 billion. 12.1 billion. And guess what, y'all? That was an increase of 5.8% from the previous year. So in 2022, it was less. It increased by 5.8%. That's a lot, y'all. Who buying this stuff? Who buying this stuff? So the topic is Cyber Monday. Don't get in debt for Christmas. Don't get in debt for Christmas, y'all. Because it's about to be some rocky roads ahead. Some real rocky roads ahead financially. Financially. You know what? I've never bought anything on Cyber Monday. didn't even know what Cyber Monday was until like, I don't know, maybe a couple years ago, because I was hearing people say they were going to get this on Cyber Monday. And I'm thinking, what you buying on Cyber Monday? What is Monday? And they said that, and it's, you know what's so crazy though, y'all? How brainwashed they got us as consumers. How brainwashed that we think that we need all this stuff that is on sale, quote unquote. It's crazy because the stuff that's on sale, we don't even need that stuff. We really don't. We don't even need it. And buying people all these Christmas presents, I'm not. You know what I do for Christmas? It's only a few of us that I buy for. And you know what I do? I ask my daughter-in-law what she want. I ask her, I said, what do you want? Then I'll give money to my grandkids. I'll give it to their mom or their dad. And let them get a gift from me to them. And I'll buy 2 more gifts. But guess what? They not over $20. They not over $20. The highest thing I bought last year, I bought my daughter-in-law one of those pots, oven something pot. I can't remember the name. I just saw it. I was at their house. And wait, y'all know I can't see. I need these glasses. Hold on, y'all. Cyber Monday, I wrote what it was down because I figured somebody would say, I asked, it's an e-commerce term referring to the Monday following Thanksgiving weekend. So it happens, it's what stuff go on sale. What stuff is on sale, you're supposed to get it at a really, really good discount. And I don't know about all that, y'all. I don't know. But what I do know is for this year, right here, yeah, but it's supposed to be like better than Black. It's right behind Black Friday as far as profits. It's Black Friday's first, then Cyber Monday, then I can't remember what else I read. But I know one thing, y'all. All this spending and spending and spending is wild because people complain about they don't have money for food or that food costs so much. But when I go to the mall, y'all, it be so packed. The mall, this was before Thanksgiving. The mall would be so packed, and I'm just like, and people be shopping. They be having bags, not one bag, not 2 bags. They be having bags. When I go to the mall, I go on every other Friday when I have my grandkids for Grandma Friday and go get a pretzel. And I go get free samples of perfume. I don't even, guess what? I want to buy me some perfume, but y'all, perfume is $200, $300. 200 or 3, 2, the kind I like, it's, when I went like a couple weeks ago, they had like the gift set. They had like a larger one and a smaller one. And the one that I wanted, she said it was like 200 or something like that. I said, just give me some samples. Just give me some samples. I go specifically for samples. I used to buy perfume, but I just use samples. Because if you get a variety of sample perfumes, that means you can smell different every day. I need to go, so my grandkids will be here this Friday, I think. And we're going to go to the mall. And they be like, Grandma, you going to get some more perfume samples? I am. Yeah, I am. It's crazy, y'all. And I just don't understand. I will brainwash too. Yeah, it's really expensive. And what you say, Chloe? Americans, we love to buy dumped. Yep. It tickles that nerve in our head that we're hunting or collecting beer. Yep. And that's our downfall. That's our downfall. That is our downfall. Because I know, like we were talking last night, And I was saying about debt, my debt, credit card debt. And I was like, what all did I buy? What all did I buy? I can't tell you what all I bought. All I know is them people want their money. That's all I know. They want their money. And I feel so foolish. I feel so foolish because, for one, I don't know what all I bought. I have no idea what I charged on these credit cards. And it's not one, it's not two. It's like, right now, it's probably, the only one that I know what I did was for my dentist. But the other ones, I have no idea. I have no idea what all I bought. All I know is I owe these people. And I'm taking them with me in 2025. Cause I owe too many. And guess what? I cut all them up. Well, my trainer, he told me if I cut them up, he'll pay me. And I cut them up because he paid me to cut them up, which I didn't need them anyway. I just feel so foolish to not be smart with my money as hard as, and now mind you, I don't have a regular job. So to be that foolish, like I don't have a W-2 job. So to be that foolish with my money, oh, I'm going with, they in the back, I will show y'all, I'm gonna get the samples and show y'all. But to be that foolish with my money, it's like, it's shameful. It's shameful. I hold myself accountable for stupidity. I hold myself accountable for stupidity. That was so silly of me. But the worst part, y'all, I had paid the cars off. I had just paid, not all of them, but I had paid a lot of them off right before I got laid out, right before they laid us off. I was in 2022. Y'all, I was foolish, and I went and I charged again. I went and charged again, maybe like 2023 or something like that. I don't know, but all I know is I owe them people, and they want their money. They want their money, and I gotta pay them because I bought whatever I bought with their card. That's a good one. That's a good one. That is a good one. And when I hear y'all double tap the screen, let's get the likes up, please. Y'all double tap the screen so we can get the likes up, please. And when I hear people say, "Oh, retail therapy," I'm like, you better go to a real therapist. It'll be cheaper to go to a real therapist than to go to that mall or online. We just been so brainwashed into believing that having all this stuff makes us somebody. It feeds us whatever it is that we feel like we're missing. And also we looking at, which I wasn't looking at nobody. I just like the stuff and I bought it. I ain't even gonna lie. I like the clothes, and once I started buying clothes and putting stuff together and all of that stuff, I was just like, oh, I like this. I look good, and I like the fact that I look good. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna go. Burlington was my store. It still is my store, but I ain't been there in probably a month, maybe a month and a half, since I've been on a different path. But you'll buy stuff and you don't need it. You don't need it, you'll buy it, and it's just like, why? Why am I doing this? You know what I'm saying? Like, why am I doing this? Why am I buying stuff that I know that I don't need? And that's right, Kitty. And what y'all got to say about how how they have manipulated us, or we've allowed ourselves to be manipulated into believing that we're getting a good deal. We can't miss out. We gotta get this. So how do y'all feel about do y'all feel the same way that we've been manipulated into thinking that, or programmed into thinking that, oh no, I gotta get this. This is a good deal. This is a good deal. I gotta get this. How y'all feel about that? The way how the programming of our brain has become. That, I'm telling you, that's not good. Trust me, I know from experience. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. And you don't even be wanting that stuff though. You want it. It's not that you want it then, but you feel like if you don't get it by whatever, then you're missing out. You're missing out. I have Coach bag. I love Coach bags, purses, right? I have Coach purses back there, y'all. The farthest they went was in the living room when I had them like with the outfit that I had put on and I was making a video. Yeah, it's just like, and then I hear they have these new sites. I mean, not new sites, but new like you could pay. You get stuff now and you could pay later. I think it's Karma, something like that. I might be saying it wrong. Uh, Whatever those after, I think they afterpay. I think they're called afterpay, and it's like it's like we love giving our money, giving money back. We love giving money back that we don't work for. We as a society, I believe, we don't like to have money. We do not. Yeah, yeah. We do not like to have money. We like to spend our money, and we like to go eat. We like to buy stuff that we don't, and we don't need to be going to eat. I mean, I know the restaurants, they need people to come in, but they don't need you to come. They don't need me to come, cause we need our money. But we fool ourselves into saying, oh, it's only whatever it might be, and then we fool ourselves even more when we say, yeah, people do. And people, my brother and I was talking about this today. Like, people be glad to get a credit. I've been like that. I can't talk about nobody. I'm talking about myself. Like, if you get approved for a credit card, you like, oh, I can't believe, whomever, Bank of America, I can't believe they approved me for a credit card. I can't believe it. You like, dummy, dummy, dummy. Don't you know that ain't cash? Don't you know you got to pay that? Whatever you charge. And the intention is always, I'm going to charge you, but I'm going to pay it off when the bill comes. You hardly ever do that. You hardly ever pay off what you charge. And it's just like, yeah, you really do. But you know what I started doing? Like, if I buy stuff and I'm like, you know what? I ain't really want that stuff. I go return it. I take it back. Because I ain't really want that stuff. I didn't really want it. And I'm just like, I said, take this off my bill. Take this off my bill. But I think a lot has to do with the way we spend our money is how we feel about ourselves. How we feel about ourselves. Because I think if we really felt good about ourselves, we wouldn't spend like we do. We wouldn't waste our money the way we do. Because we will value our money. And I think we spend based upon how we feel about ourselves. That's what I think. That's probably why I don't know what I did with all. That's probably why I don't know what I did with all the money, with on all these credit cards. Yeah, yep. I'm telling you, people are. I read an article last week or the other week. It might be the other week. about the debt crisis. About the debt crisis. Let me read it to y'all. The debt crisis in the U.S. It's outrageous. It is outrageous. And we hit the holiday season. Yeah. And a lot of people like to have a lot of stuff so people could think they're doing really, really good in life. Baby, think what you want to think about me at this point. Think what you want to think about me at this point. So it says, in 2024, the world is facing a debt crisis with global public debt expected. Oh, Lord. With global public debt expected to exceed $100 trillion. Did y'all hear that? In 2024, the world is facing a debt crisis with global public debt expected to exceed $100 trillion, and the U.S. facing a projected deficit of 1,846 billion. The U.S. facing a projected debt oh wait, that's hold on, wait. Let me go let me put consumer debt. But them numbers is horrible. Consumer debt crisis. That's what we need. In the third quarter of 2024, total consumer debt was $5.1 trillion. $5.1 trillion for consumer debt. And that's up 3.28% from the previous quarter. Not the previous year, the previous quarter. 3.2%. So it keep rising because this consumer debt, that was world debt or something like that. This consumer debt, 2024, third quarter, we just got out of third quarter. Total consumer debt was 5.1 trillion, up 3.28% from the previous quarter. This is primarily due to student loans, auto loans, and credit card debt. Credit card debt, student loans, and auto loans. And them auto loans is going to take people under. The auto loans is going to take people under. I remember I had got a car. Well, I bought two cars not at the same time, but separate. Y'all, let me tell you how. But I need let me tell you one thing you don't ever want to be is desperate. You don't ever want to be desperate, not financially. You don't want to be desperate, period, but definitely financially. I remember I got my first Camry. It was I don't remember what year my car, maybe it was I don't remember what year it was. I got my but stuff family and friends need. I shop all year. I pick a few presents at a time. Get 3 people, so get 3 cause okay. Oh, that's good. But that's good. That's real good. I remember when I bought my first brand new Toyota Camry out from Toyota, from Mark Jacobson. Y'all, my interest rate was, I want to say 18%. My interest rate was 18%. I paid $472 a month. It was a brand new car, granted, but $472 for 5 years. That was, I don't know what let's see. I don't even remember what year. Let me see. It had to be, it was brand new, so it might have been like a 2010 that I paid 18% to Southeast Toyota Finance, something like that, what it's called. But why I say don't be Don't allow yourself to be in a desperate situation. And I put $1,800 down. I put $1,800 down. My credit was not good. It was it was not good at all. I think when I got that car, y'all, I think my credit was like a 470. Cause I ain't care nothing about no credit back then. Way back then, it was like a 470, and I put $1,800 down, and my car payment was 472 for 5 years, and yeah, that was crazy. I know it was. I know it was crazy, and I so don't be desperate. Get yourself together. Then I went back. Then I went back about, it was 2015. I went back and I had to get a car. I had to get, cause that car, I was on my way to school and some girl ran the stop sign, so he told her that Camry out. So then I went back to Toyota, Mark Jacobson, to get, I need a car. I need a car to get to work. And I need a check because I got a Capital One. I need to check that. I'm gonna check. So I sure got one. I paid one off. I had two with it. I have two with it. I paid one off, and then I have another one that I'm working on paying out. And so I went back to Toyota to get a car because I need a car. Y'all, I think my interest rate was still the same. I think it was 18%. It was the same, 18%. No, I paid $472 for the Corolla that I had. And I had traded in a Lexus. They gave me like $2,000 for the Lexus trade in. And it was needed a transmission or something, so that was fine. And when I tell y'all I struggled to pay that car note, I struggled to pay that car note. I struggled to pay it. It was some other issues going on, but it was hard for me to pay that $472 sometime. A lot of times. And I said, when I paid that car off, y'all, I was so happy when I paid that car. I had paid the car off ahead of time. That was during COVID. I was so happy to pay that car off. And I was like, and it taught me a valuable lesson. Get yourself together. Don't be out here desperate for needing a car, needing a place to stay, and you ain't got your stuff together. To where you're so desperate in need for whatever it is that you need, you'll pay 30%, you'll pay 20% interest rate because you ain't got your stuff together. So get your stuff together, because that's when you have to accept whatever they give you. You said, do you think people should have a restricted amount they can go over to prevent a debt? And sometimes things do happen. Y'all double tap the screen, please. Double tap the screen. Things do happen. Things happen, you know, beyond our control, in our control, but things do happen. And a lot of people can't cover that things do happen. They can't cover that. They don't have the money. They don't have the extra money. Like last month, I took my car to get an oil change. So I'm standing out there and I'm like, somebody car clicking, right? I'm hearing them trying to turn the ignition. I said, dang, somebody car clicking. I wonder who car that is. Why was my car, y'all? It was my car. It was my Corolla. And the guy said, you been having problems cranking your car? I was like, well, maybe one or two times when I was at home in the driveway, I would turn it and it didn't say nothing, but I just went on. I didn't think anything about it. Y'all, I had to get a starter. I went from getting an oil change to an oil change in the starter. Y'all, that cost me $537.17. Unexpectedly. I went for a $60 oil change. I left there paying $500, and he gave me a discount on that. I left there paying $537.17 when I went for an oil change, and it was like, I'm glad I had it. I'm glad it wasn't like a few months ago when I was messing my money up and I didn't have it. Yeah, it's serious out here, y'all. It is serious out here, and we just be, we be messing up with our money, with our decisions, with our money. You know, a lot of people be like, um, I deserve whatever they say they deserve. I'm like, I used to tell them I deserve to make sure my bills paid. My bills deserve that I make sure that they paid. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. My bills deserve to make sure that I pay them. So we can have light. We can have a roof. We can have transportation. We can have all that. Yeah, I can have all that. But, because I done messed money up. Me and money, we were never friends at one point in time in my life. Yeah, at one point in time, we weren't friends because I was spending. I was just wasting it, y'all. I don't know where I thought I was going to get it from. I was wasting it and wasting it and wasting it. I sure was. I sure was. I was wasting it. Then after I done wasted money, y'all, then I'm looking crazy. I'm looking crazy because now I got broke. So Cyber Monday, it don't do nothing for me. There's nothing that I need on no Monday. On no Monday. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You would be. You really would be. I don't need Cyber Monday. Cause I'm like, I ain't buying nothing. And I don't need Good Friday. I mean, not Good Friday, Black Friday. I ain't buying nothing. I'm not buying nothing. I remember back in the day, boy, used to spend money on Christmas. I remember one time when I was married, my ex-husband and I, we had bought everybody gifts. Everybody gifts. And we had went down to my mama's house in Mississippi. And we had everybody a gift. We got there, didn't nobody have us a gift. And I told my ex-husband now, I said, we ain't, not that we were looking for anything, but they didn't even have a gift for our son. They didn't even have a gift for him. We had a gift for them and their kids. And I was just like, you know what? You know we was coming, you couldn't even get my son a teddy bear? Really? So, no. Cyber Monday will not get my money. It won't get my money. It'll be over in a minute, though. It's 9:21. So Cyber Monday will be over in a minute. Yeah. And then Christmas is supposed to be for a celebration with family. You know, not, and some people will get mad with you. Like, some family, just say, for example, if you don't buy them a gift for Christmas, they'll get mad with you. And you know what I'll tell them? I don't care. I don't care. And if you gonna buy me something, I prefer if you ask me what would I like. Because 9 times out of 10, I don't like what you bought me. I don't like what you bought me. So I don't want you to waste your money. So I prefer, and I think that's how people should do. I think people should say, name a few things that you would like within this price range. And they say, oh, like this, or whatever it might be. Because just buying people stuff that you think they want or you want them to have, baby, they done either threw that away or they done re-gifted. Because they did not want that. They don't want that stuff. And then we spend our money. I hear, oh, I got to make sure I get this present for this person, that person, on. They really, they don't want your gift. They really don't. Because in their mind, why he or she bought me this? I don't even like this. I don't even like this. They could have kept this. That's what people be saying. So I'll be like, nope, nope. I'm good. I'm good on Cyber Monday. The debt, my debt is enough. It's enough. I do. I just be feeling so foolish to be on these credit cards. To be on these credit cards. And I can't tell you what. Cyber Monday, something's in my throat. Oh, excuse me. What is Cyber Monday? Oh, Cyber Monday. Don't get in debt for Christmas. We're talking about being in debt for Christmas, going in debt for Christmas, and shopping on Cyber Monday about all the money that they're making today off of you, because not off me. So that's the topic. It's really, really, it's like, it's crazy. I remember I saw a documentary in California when they first started credit cards. I can't remember what bank it might have been, Bank of America. I don't remember what bank it was, but they said they did a test. They sent out I'm gonna say 100 people. It was more than that though. Credit card with a limit of $500. With a limit of $500, and they was testing. You know how they'll do a test to see how they would go over, and people who was, oh, okay, and they whoever was, they sent the card out to the people in the experiment, just testing to see how it would go over. And of course, you know, the people charged on that card, I don't think they paid it back. I don't think they paid it back. Some of them probably did. Some of them probably did. But that's how, because it's a big thing. It's a big thing to say you got credit cards, right? It make you feel important. Because if you out to dinner with your friends, and you know, you're like, you pull out a credit card, or they pull out they Air Max, American Express, Amex, whatever it's called. I don't have one. The American Express card. And it make people feel good that, oh, I got an American Express. Okay, you better pay them people. You better pay them people. Because they don't play. They'll sue you if you don't pay them. American Express definitely will. And Discover card, you get Discover card, you charge they on their card, and you don't pay them back, they gonna sue you. They gonna sue you. So pay them people back. Or better yet, just don't get the card. That's what don't give me the card. They be like, oh, you been approved. No, I wasn't. No, I wasn't. I never applied for nothing. I'm not approved for nothing. Because you'll get sucked in. And before you know it, you'll be done paid off all your credit cards. And before you know it, you'll be sucked right back in that trap. You'll be right back in that trap. And then you'll be asking yourself, how did I get here? How did I get here? Easy. Easy. Because you fell into that trap. You fell. We all have fallen into that debt trap. And some people don't never get out the debt trap. Some people don't never get out of it. I'm ready to get out of it. I'm ready to just, well, I done cut all the cards up now, but I'm just ready to, I thought he was going to write me a check to pay off my debts, but he didn't. He didn't. I thought he was going to write me a check to pay off all my debts. And, because he's my financial coach. So he know what all my stuff is. But he told me, nah, I got to work and pay that off. I made it, got to pay it off myself. He said, no, you made that deal. You got to pay all that off yourself, ma'am. So I got to pay it all off myself, y'all. So, and thank you. I appreciate it. Thank y'all for coming in. Thank y'all so much. But y'all, I just wish, even for myself, I'm in this as well. Now that I see things differently, that I know buying stuff that I don't need is not good. It's not good. And you know what? Y'all, I have 3 closets in one room. Do you know they're all full? They're all full. And you know where I'm going to wear the clothes? Nowhere. I'm not going nowhere to wear them. They are all full. I have 3 closets and they're all full. And it's crazy because, well, no. Well, I got 3 closets in one bedroom. And I got another closet in the other bedroom. Why it's full too, y'all? But it's full with like coats and stuff like that. Then I got all these purses. But the purses, besides the Coach bags, I had got the Coach bags like during COVID, so they was real affordable. But I ain't need them either. I didn't need them either. And I just be looking at the stuff. And actually, you know, since I'm working on losing weight, I'm gonna have to get rid of the clothes anyway. I'm gonna have to get rid of them because the shirt's gonna be too big and stuff. The pants might be okay, but the shirts, I'm gonna have to get rid of the clothes anyway. So as I lose, you know, more weight, I'm just like, why'd you buy it? I be getting mad myself. I be getting, not mad, I just be getting frustrated with my decisions to fall into that debt trap. And now you around here looking crazy. Don't you owe these people? And you won't pay these people off. But you can't pay these people off because you ain't got their money to pay them off. So you got to make the monthly payments. And that's another thing. Paying the monthly payment on these cars every month, y'all. You know how much money we are giving? We are giving to the credit card companies millions and millions of dollars just off interest. Just off interest. Millions and millions of dollars just off interest. And it's just like, wow, that makes you feel even worse when you realize that, like, and then if they say you pay $25, what $25 a month doing to a bill that you owe $1,000 on? Nothing. That $25, they putting $2 towards your principal and they keep it at 23 towards the interest. They put 23 towards. Look, y'all think I'm playing. If you got credit card debt, look at your bill. Look at when you get your new statement, look at your bill and see how much of that payment that you made that went to interest. And see how much went to principal. People don't pay attention to that because a lot of people don't know. They just know if they pay their bill, they good. Right. So I remember I paid something. It might be my Navy Federal. And I was like, oh, how much go to interest? I think my payment back then was like $100. Was it $125? It might have been $125. Why over half of that $125 was going to the interest? So how much going to the principal? They said the rest. The rest? No wonder this bill ain't going down. It's like, wow. But until you really start to pay attention and see that we're giving them our money, y'all. We really are. I know I need to pay it in full, but I need the money to pay it in full. So I gotta keep getting $2 put to my balance, my principal, and 23 going to the but I'm getting them down though. I'm getting them down. I'm getting them down. But I won't charge them back up again. Nope. There is nothing that I need at this point in my life to where I gotta get in debt for it. Especially the stuff I bought, y'all. Clothes, shoes. I probably, you'll use it at the grocery store, at the gas pump. Just foolish. Straight foolish. No other way to put it. No other way. Now, if I was to, start back using credit cards, now I would charge enough to where I know I can afford to pay it off next month. I wouldn't, I wouldn't be foolish and do like I did all the other times. So what y'all think about debt? Having debt or debt overall? What y'all think about it? How y'all feel about debt? Your debt. How you feel about that? How do you feel about your debt? Like, do you feel sometimes like if you have debt that it's like overwhelming for you sometimes? Is it like you it's like it's just too much sometimes? So how y'all feel about y'all debt? Is it too much for you, or is it you can handle it, or what? Let me know in the comments, y'all. Today's topic is Cyber Monday. Don't go in debt for Christmas. Don't go in debt. That's our topic today. Cyber Monday, don't go in debt. We're discussing debt. That's what we're discussing, debt. I was trying to find that. So let me know how y'all feel about y'all debt. Or if you have debt. And if you don't have debt, how did you manage to not have debt, or how did you manage to get out of debt? Maybe you can get some insight to whomever's here about debt and how you got out of debt, or how you working your way out of debt. Yeah, a lot of people intentions is to pay the bill in full. That's the intentions. That's their intentions, but it doesn't always work out. It doesn't always work out like that, like people plan it to work out. So, but yep, so Cyber Monday. Cyber Monday, bring me all your money. Bring me all your money. Cyber Monday, give me all your money. Yeah, that's what Cyber Monday is. Give it to me. Give it to me. All your money. I'll take it. I'll take it. Yep, that's what they say. Just give it here. You don't want your money? Just bring it over here. Cyber Monday, go online. Go online or go to the mall or whatever it might be. However they have it set up. Yep. Go, just keep being in debt. Keep being in debt. Because if you're in debt, debt holds you back from your dreams. your goals, your purpose. Debt holds you back. And we do not realize how much debt keep us in the same position that we've been in. Debt. They keep us right, like quicksand, stuck. It keep us stuck. And once I pay this debt off I got, I ain't gonna be in quicksand no more. Oh no, no. Because if you want to live a really good life, debt should not be a part of that equation. It should not be a part of the equation. Not debt. It might be something else, but not debt. Because you paying money out. How you going to enjoy life? How you going to have an amazing experience when you owe all these people? You owe all these people. And then if you don't pay, then your credit bad, then you can't get nothing. Because if you got bad credit, they ain't giving you nothing. They ain't going to give you nothing. They don't trust you. They don't, because you messed up with the other people. And they said, if you messed up with them, you'll mess up with us. We are not giving you nothing because we don't trust you. That's what they say. I remember they used to tell me that. They used to ma'am, you are denied. And it's like when you get denied for a credit card, you be so tore up. Your feelings be hurt when you get denied for a credit card. It's like, but you know your credit bad though. Did you think the people was gonna give you something? You got bad credit. You ain't paid them other people. But you fill out that application. You know how you at the mall and they'll say, would you like to fill out, you save 20%. You fill out for this credit card and you like, now you know you ain't gonna get approved because you know that credit tore up. And they say, yeah, you're like, oh, I saved 20%. And like, yeah, you'll save 20%. If I fill it out, if you get approved, fill out and get approved. And so, excuse me, you fill that credit card out. Let me tell you when you know you got denied for a credit card, when you at the mall. When they say, oh, they say they'll notify you through the mail. You denied. You denied. 9 times out of 10, you denied. 9 times out of 10, they not giving you that card. Because if they going to give you a credit card in the store, they gonna give it to you right then because they want you to buy the product. They don't want you to leave that store without purchasing whatever it is that you got. But if your credit bad, they gonna, without fail, they gonna say, oh, they'll contact you. They'll contact you in the mail. I mean, they'll send you a notice in the mail within 7 to 10 days or something like that. Oh yeah, and y'all, I would know my credit was bad back then, right? I know it was bad. Collections on my credit, late payments, and all that, right? And hey, Minister, Walmart's, yo, my credit bad, and I said, no, and then when you know your credit bad, and they'll be like, would you like to apply? Oh no, I don't want any more bills. You know you're not gonna be approved. You know you're not gonna be approved, but you don't want to be shamed. So you'll be like, oh no, I don't want any more debt. No. Well, you're gonna save 20% today. He said, no, that's okay. Because you're like, this credit is jacked up. It's jacked up. I ain't even fooling with this. Yup. When you know your credit jacked, or then if you go to the car lot, I remember, y'all, I'm saying these because these are my experiences. I don't know if y'all have had these experiences with debt, because debt that you chose to go and make and not pay them people back, and now your credit bad. And I remember, I used to go, well, a couple times I went to the car dealership to see if I could get in a car. People say if you don't get your ragged credit, no having, don't pay your bills on time, charge off 30, 60, 90-day late, self out of here. Yo, it is hurtful when your credit bad. It's it's hurtful when you have bad credit. I don't care what nobody say. Thank God that ain't me today. Thank God it's not me today. Cause I used to say, well, I tell you, when I get my credit back right, I ain't messing my credit up. I ain't messing my credit up. The worst feeling in the world to have when you get denied. When you get denied for a credit card or a car loan or a regular loan or a place to live because of your credit, whatever it might be, because of your credit, you feel like this big. You feel like an ant on the ground. You know an ant is small on the ground. Y'all, that's how you feel. You feel horrible. You feel like a failure. That's how you feel. You feel like a failure. You feel like, or at least that's how I feel. You feel like, dang, I'm a failure. I should have paid them people. Now I can't get nothing. I can't get nothing. They won't even let me get a bubble gum on credit and my money in the car. Forgot my dollar in the car. No, you ain't trustworthy. You're not trustworthy. Because somebody took a chance on you with a credit card or with a car loan or with whatever it was, and you didn't do right. So you expect everybody to keep giving you a chance when you ain't do right all the 30 other times. And you got the nerve for your feelings to be hurt. Get out of here. Get out of here with that. Yup. That debt is, oh, I know. Debt is just, it's not good. It's not good at all. But for some reason, we just keep going back in it. Even when you pay it off. You go back, you dip and dab. You come out, you go back, you dip and dab a little bit more. And before you know it, you back in the hole. You back in the hole. Before you know it, you are back in the hole, back in debt. And it's hard to get out of debt. It's hard to get out of debt when you're trying to pay your monthly expenses and then pay all this stuff that you done ran up. It's hard. You might get you a consolidation loan or something. You know, if you just want to free yourself. But a lot of people do that, and I be darned. They be right back in debt. Because I just really feel like with debt show people you doing good. Well, she doing good. Look what she driving. Look what she live. Oh, she taking trips. Oh, she wearing this, she wearing that. Oh, this and that. They don't know the They don't know she's struggling. They don't know she's struggling. They don't know he or she's skipping payments and not going 30 days. So if they got Capital One and Bank of America credit card, so I'm gonna pay Bank of America today, this month, but I ain't gonna pay Capital One. But I'm gonna pay Capital One next month, but I'm gonna pay it right before that 30-day mark, so I don't get a 30-day. So it's a credit card. It's a credit card game that you start to play with yourself because you don't have the money, and you getting a late fee. But you rather get the late fee versus and do it like that. Juggle. You juggling those credit card bills. You juggle them, and because you can't pay all of them. I remember when I worked at the bank and I worked in Los Mid, and it never failed. It never failed. It was like clockwork. Every January, without fail. And I worked in Law Smith in mortgages. So that meant people they were about to go in foreclosure with the house, right? And every January we call them on the first, and they say, "Oh, I don't have any money." And well, why you don't have any money? You know, your payment was due or past due or whatever. Every last person said the same thing because of Christmas. What you mean because of Christmas? Your payment was due. Oh, I had to make Christmas. I had to make Christmas for my kids. I would celebrate Christmas. I wasn't gonna pay my mortgage. Oh, okay. All right. Well, look like they're gonna put a sale on your house because you're supposed to pay whatever. Every January it was the same thing. Every January, without fail. Without fail, people was not gonna pay they was already in foreclosure, but it was pre-foreclosure. But you working your way to a sale date if you don't work out some terms to pay back. Set a payment of forbearance every January. And I worked in that department about 3 years. Every January. We knew when we come back, well, not January 1st, but January 2nd, because that was New Year's. Every January 2nd, it was going to be the same. People just, and then when we take the financials, the amount of money people pay a month on credit cards, I couldn't believe it. Because we have to take financials. Some people was paying $700 a month credit cards. Some people was paying $1,000 a month credit cards. And one thing about it, they were paying their credit cards and weren't paying their mortgage. They was paying their credit cards and they weren't paying their mortgage. And I was like, are you behind on your credit cards? Oh no. Oh. Oh, okay then. That's all I could say, like, oh, okay. Okay. That's all I could tell them, like, because I couldn't believe, first of all, the amount of money they paid every month. Yeah. We just so caught up with debt. We want to be in debt. We strive to be in debt. We really do. Because debt makes us feel good. It makes us feel like we are worth something by having stuff. Stuff makes people feel like they have arrived. It makes them feel like, look at me. Look at me. I might have came from nothing, but look at me now. If you keep having all that debt, you're going to go right back to where you came from. You're going to go right back to where you came from with all that debt. That is not good. And then I just thought of something. People always talk about the government in debt, but they forget about they in debt. People always fussing about the American government is in debt, the deficit and all that. And I'm just thought about, what about your deficit? What about your debt? You worry about your debt because government, they okay. And it's just crazy. I do not like owing these people. I do not. And that's why I'm like, I'm going to get these people paid off because that's my money. That's my money that I'm giving away because I made a decision to go and use them people credit card. Overuse it because if I couldn't pay it back when it was due, pay the full amount when it was due, that means I overused it. I went above what I could, above my means. And that's what happened. That's what we be doing. We go above our means. We live above our means. We live above our means. And that is getting worse and worse and worse and worse. And it's like, I don't really know what it's going to take for us to finally, like, Well, I done got that, y'all. I done got that. Once I get these cars paid off, they ain't got to worry about me. No, they ain't got to worry about me, y'all. They might worry about you. They gonna worry about me. I ain't doing that no more. Mm-mm. I do not like seeing my money go, and you know they don't be on the same day, right? You know they be, you might have something due on the 5th. You might have something due on the 13th, the 20th, 26th, or something like that. So it ain't never all due on the same, around the same time. And I'm just like, that's not the way we should be living our life in debt. We should not be living our life in debt. We should want to have a life of abundance to where we're not crippling ourselves to get the things that we want in life, out of life. We shouldn't cripple ourselves to have nice things by going create debt. That's crippling us from a good life, a good future. Because now all the money that we paying every month for debt, towards debt that we went and told them, give me that debt. Give me that debt. Give me that debt. Give me that debt. Hey, give me that debt. Hey, give it, give me that debt. We did that. We told them, give me the debt. Give me that car. My car payment will be $1,000. Give me that car. I want that car. Yeah, give me that $500,000 house. I want that house. Yeah, give me that boat. I want that boat. Let me put these kids in private school. Yeah, because I don't want them to go into public school. Public school ain't good enough. Well, you went to public school, and you look like you turned out okay. I want that for my kids. I'll tell you, like, oh, okay, okay. Hey, that's you. And it's just like, and the stuff we tell ourselves too, that be getting us in debt too. Because it be like, girl, you got paid today. You're like, yeah, but I got to pay these bills. Oh, girl, it's okay. You could splurge. You could buy yourself something. You work hard. You could buy yourself something. Don't worry about them bills. They gonna be there. They gonna be there. Them bills gonna be there. Girl, treat yourself. Treat yourself. Buy you some, girl, because let me tell you something. Every time I get paid, I treat myself. Okay. I don't want to do that, though. I don't want to do it because if I take from my bills, that means I'm going to be behind on something. Girl, don't worry about that. Just send them $5 a month. Send them $5 a month, and they going to send that $5 back to you and say, ma'am, this is not the full payment. There you go, send it back to you. But they going to put that $5 on your account, but you're going to be owing so much more money. Yeah, it's the stuff we tell ourselves that we deserve. No, you deserve not to be in debt. You deserve not to have all that stuff that you know you do not need. You deserve to be able to get your paycheck and pay your monthly expenses and buy food and fill your car with gas, and all that money you paying out on every month for minimum payment, you deserve to have all that money, but you don't think you deserve that. You don't think you deserve a good life. You don't think that you deserve a life of freedom. No, you don't think that. You don't think that, because if you really thought that, you wouldn't be in debt. You would not be in debt. You would not be in debt. Trust me, you wouldn't be in debt. I wouldn't be in debt. No. But now, I'm on a different path. Now, I'm like, I'm like, when you add up all your payments that you pay out every month on debt, towards debt, y'all, that money be a lot. Yeah, that money be a lot. I don't care if it's $25. If you paying out 6 cards, that's $150. Mind you, it's $150 that ain't going towards knocking down your debt. It's going towards the interest of your debt. Yeah, it's going towards the interest of the debt. And it's just like, wow. And people be like, well, I wish, a lot of people now be saying, well, we weren't taught about money. You grown. You an adult. You grown now. Don't be talking about, I wish my mama would have taught me. You should have been at that table watching her write them bills out and add them up on that piece of paper instead of go and do whatever you were doing. When she told you come sit down and and let me show you how to write these bills out if you were born around my time. I don't know what they do now. But yeah, so you're an adult now. What's the excuse? Oh, they need to teach about finances in school. They teach about history and you don't know it. They teach about history, you don't know it. They teach English, you don't know it. They teach math, you don't know it. So how different is it going to be with them teaching about finances in school? I mean, think about it. They add that to the curriculum. They already got everything on the curriculum, and when you come out of school, you don't know it. So what make you think by them saying you got to take a finance class, they gonna know it? I'm just saying. What make you think they gonna know it? What make you think they gonna know it? They got a curriculum right now. They don't know it. And with YouTube and Google, you can learn whatever you want to learn on your own. You can learn with YouTube and Google. You can learn whatever you want to learn on your own. I think you're better off learning from Google, YouTube than from the classroom. That's what I think. I think you're better off learning it from YouTube than the classroom. Thank you, thank you. Thank you and welcome. Yeah, I think you better off learning from YouTube than the classroom. Because all the stuff they done taught in the classroom, they don't know it. They don't know it. So that might not be a good choice to put it in the classroom to be taught. Because they're different kind of students now. They're different kind of students from when I was in school. We were gonna learn. We were gonna learn. And oh wait, y'all, let me. Where's my charger? Hold on, y'all. Where's my charger at? Oh, here you go. I gotta plug my charger up, y'all. Okay, I'm back in business now. So, yeah, that's how I feel about that. I don't like that. I don't like. Oh, to a local one in the area. I don't like that. I don't now. Now that I'm working on myself, I'm working on myself to be a better person to myself and my money and my time and my health and all that stuff. I don't be doing the same stuff I used to do because it's not good. It's not good at all. Because I was like, when I be adding my bills up, and I'm like, well, when I'm with my financial coach, And I'm writing down who all I owe in debt. And then I write down the payment amount, the interest amount, and the due date. And I'll be like, I don't like this. I don't like this. And I don't like the fact that I allow myself to not make good choices when it came to not using. It's okay to have credit cards if you know how to use them properly. If you are responsible, if you are responsible with your credit cards, by all means have credit cards. But if you know you're not responsible with your cards, or you're not in a position to pay off that balance, whatever you charge when the bill is due, leave them where they at. Leave them where they at. Don't get them. Leave them where they at, because yeah, leave them where they at, because you're only gonna get. It's just gonna get you in a financial trouble. Financial trouble. You're gonna be stressed out. You're gonna be feeling down and out. I ain't going in debt, period. I ain't going in debt, period. It ain't nothing I want to buy. It is not one thing I want to buy. Nothing. It ain't. I can't even imagine. Ain't nothing I want. There's nothing that I want that I gotta spend my money on. Now, if somebody want to spend their money on me, that's a different story, because that ain't my money. But my money, I'm trying to get my money to pay off these debts I got. That's what I'm working towards, trying to pay off these debts. But yeah, debt is not a good thing to have, y'all. It really isn't. It have you down, especially when you get paid and you add your bills up, and it's like, dang, I'm paying for the month. Just say I'm paying just say if you're paying, just say $400 a month, right, in credit card payments. You know what you could do with that $400 a month? If you put that $400, if you invest that $400 that you're paying towards those payments, you know, you'll come out with some money. You'll come out with some money. You want me to talk about it? Because I was thinking about talking about the next topic. I'm about to get off at 10. Well, it's 10:05. You want me to talk about it? Because I thought about talking about it. But yeah, y'all. So that's what I was just like, thinking about cyber money, think about debt, and because I think somebody had said something about, it's about credit or something last night. And I was like, you know what? Let's talk about Cyber Monday, because they're making a lot of money, estimated $12.1 billion. Count that up. Billion. Yes, billion. You know how much money, well, we can imagine. $12 billion is, we can imagine, it's a whole lot of money. It would help a lot of people not be homeless. It would help a lot of people get into treatment for whatever they might need treatment for. It would help mental health. It had a quarter of that. To me, it would be different if the stores, overall made that much money, right? But then they say, we're going to take this portion and we're going to spread it out for things that's needed. Mental health, um, rehab, housing, homelessness. I want, baby, y'all run it up, spin, 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 because the end result would be for a good cause, the donation. But that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money that is being spent on stuff. Stuff. So it's like, wow. Yeah. Think about that before y'all go and make debt. Think about how much, think about your hard-earned time that you give to your job or your business, whichever one. And then you work. That's how I think about it now. Then you work and you work and it's like, but I don't want to be working paying. I mean, I know I made the bills, don't get me wrong, I know that, but once I pay them off, I don't want to be working to be paying my money. I know I got this stuff, don't get me wrong. I know I got this stuff, but the fact of the matter is, it's a lot. It's just like, wow. I'll be telling myself, let's get this paid off. Let's get this debt paid off. Let's get out of debt. Let's get it done. And if you all are in credit card debt, come up with a plan. Come up with a plan to get out of debt. So that way, all that money that you pay every month to the credit card companies, you can have that money for yourself to save or to invest or to for you to have for a rainy day. That'd be your rainy day fund, or go towards your living expenses. Come up with a plan to get that stuff paid off. To get it paid off, come up with a plan, y'all, because we just giving our money away. It ain't like the money come easy and we just give it away freely, because we charge on those people cards that they gave, that we applied. They ain't give it to us. We applied for, because even if they solicit you, you still have to put in your information for it. So we go to them. We go to them. They might send it to us, but we acknowledge it and we get it. So the takeaway for tonight hot topic, Cyber Monday, don't get in debt, is if you're in debt, come up with a plan. Come up with a plan to get your stuff paid off. You pay the smallest one off and work your way. Pay the smallest one off, work your way, and just have a list and say, okay, we in December, so I owe whoever. And March, first quarter, I'm gonna calculate, I want to pay off 2 bills. Then the next quarter, you know, till you get these paid off, because just giving money away and you work for it, nah, that's not cool. So we about to end, but before we end, y'all, thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much for joining. You know, I'm always happy to see you all. I appreciate you all so much. And also, we're here every night for hot topics. Every single night. We're here for hot topics, and we always want your input on whatever the topic might be, as long as you're respectful. You can comment what you like as long as it's respectful. Also, there are ways that you can support the channel, because we're growing, y'all. We're growing. Several ways you can help the channel grow is when you on live, if you will tap the screen, double tap the screen, and also if you will hit the share button. That's a great way to help the live and invite other people in. So when you're on live from here on out, if you all could double tap the screen and hit the share button to invite other people in, so we can begin to grow our community that we are developing with each other. Also, the second way to help the channel is to go and watch the videos that's on the channel. It's so many videos, y'all. It's probably like 3,000 videos total. And it's a variety of videos. Cooking, cleaning, fashion. It's so much. You will not get bored. You will not get bored. I assure you, you will not get bored. Also, you can also support the channel. We now have Super Chat. We now have Super Chat, y'all. We, as of Friday that just passed, made a week that we have Super Chat. So we're very excited about having a Super Chat, because with Super Chat, how you get Super Chat, you have to have 3,000 watch hours and 500. You have to have 3,000 watch hours and 500 subscribers. So we had that, so we were able to get Super Chat. And Super Chat, that can help the channel by donating to that. Any amount that you have, is the channel would greatly appreciate it. So that is it. If you all have anything to say, you can put it in the comments and we can discuss it. If you have anything to say on the topic for tonight, which is Cyber Monday, do not go in debt for Christmas. That's the topic. So do you all have anything to say before we close out? Or do you have any recommendations? Anything to say, any recommendations on any hot topics? Any recommendations on hot topics that you would like to discuss? Alrighty, so it is 10:15. Do y'all want another hot topic tonight? If y'all want another hot topic in the put it in the comments, yes or no. You can put in the if you want another hot topic tonight, put in the comments yes or no. Let me know if you do. Let me know if you do. If you want another hot topic, which I'll probably do another hot topic anyway. I probably will. I probably will. Okay, well, if nobody else have anything to say in the comments, again, thank you all for joining. I appreciate you all for coming and being a part of the live for tonight, with our topic being Cyber Monday. Don't go in debt. Don't go in debt for Christmas. Don't go in debt, period. You want another hot topic, Quinn? Is that what you're saying? Yes. So yeah, don't go in debt. You work hard for your money. You work hard. Okay, we're gonna have one. It's just gonna be random. I'm looking at what's trending right now. So it's gonna be like what you think about it, cause I what you think about whatever it is that's trending right now in the news. So you know it's gonna be political. So yeah, so thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. We're gonna come back in like 15 minutes. At well, about We're going to come back at 10:35. It's not going to be long because y'all know I got to go to the gym in the morning. But I did want to get one more in. So we're going to come back at 10:35 with another hot topic. Make sure y'all go over and look at the videos. Watch, like, share, and comment. And if you're new, if you subscribe to the channel, like, share, and comment. Thank y'all again. 15 minutes, y'all. Thank y'all. Have a good night. I'll see you, Quinn. Thank you.